welcome to another episode of Speaking into the Abyss. I am your host, Jess, and that is your other host,
Des.
Hello, Des.
Hey, Jess.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I haven't seen you in a few days. How are you?
Like we haven't seen each other. We also haven't talked in a minute. It feels like good. It's the holidays when we're recording this. What is it? Labor Day.
Yes.
And so Labor Day will have been passed by the time you hear this, but that's what we were talking about when we talked about it. I went boating today and it was nice. The skies were pretty clear, except it was kind of windy, so the water got kind of choppy. But it wasn't too bad. But we took a pontoon boat, and I guess like the difference between a pontoon boat and a different boat, which I wouldn't know if there's more than those two types of boats, but pontoons are more like flat, I feel like, and they don't really have like a point to the front to like kind of break the water.
Yeah.
So like if you were to slow down, that water just gets onto the boat and just like
okay.
But the floor is like that outdoor carpet type floor that's like for that. So like whatever. I guess they assume that happens. But so we pretty much just like cruised the whole time. We relaxed for a little bit and like jumped in the water, whatever.
Nice.
Swam around. And then yesterday I went to the beach. That was really nice too, because I haven't been to the beach all year so far.
Yay.
So that was really nice. Caught some sun. Yeah. What else? Ate ribs. Ate beans. I guess. I don't know what kind of food you would call that. Americana food? I don't know.
Like barbecue?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I was just, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, so get ready to cut it if I have.
Okay.
But one of my art pieces got accepted into a gallery.
No, you did not talk about it on the podcast.
Okay. So the Nevada Fine Arts Gallery is a art store, first and foremost, but they also serve the community of artists by posting their art in their store for people to buy, stickers, like little handmade notebooks and art books and all kinds of things. And then they also have a gallery beneath the store, and they have themes and they have showcasings, year round, I guess. And like this theme that they had going on that they wanted to do was botanical magic. And I was like, okay, yeah, I could paint something. So I ended up painting something on a circle canvas, and it got accepted into it. And so it'll be there when they do the showing sometime in September.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yay. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah, so it's my first one, so I was pretty excited about it. And then I dropped it off not so long ago, so they have it now.
Nice. So you like submitted a few pieces, or did you just submit one piece?
Just the one piece.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Was there like a theme, or you just like submit
Yeah,
whatever?
It was a botanical magic.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
That was the theme for this one. I don't know. And then they had it posted, so if you're looking for art supplies, I think it's an awesome store to go to also. But not only that, they always have postings up and like flyers up of local artists things and artisanal things. And then they had a flyer up saying they're like a call for artists. And they also have a call right now going on for the Chalk Festival or whatever.
Okay.
They have a couple spots open for some artists who want to do it, and they'll give you a set of chalk and whatever else. So yeah, check them out. They're pretty cool.
Cool. That's so awesome.
That's all that's been up with me pretty much, I think. Still haven't finished my book. Getting nowhere closer. Doing okay in school, I guess. Doing pretty good.
Yeah. So you're like what, a week into school now, right?
A weekend. Still got A's.
How do you feel about the first week? Awesome. Cool.
Good, but I feel like coming up, because obviously I have my next set of classes starting a little bit later, but they're going to start soon.
Okay.
And then I'll have multiple classes, like way more classes than I had before, because right now I'm dealing with 2.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to have at least 4. And it's like, I feel like the juggling is going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah,
but as of right now, it's good.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So excited for you.
What about you?
Let's see. I've done a few things this weekend. Let's see, on Friday, what did I do Friday? Oh, I went out with a coworker for her birthday super, super early just because I'm really busy. Went to Olive Garden, and just so you guys know, Endless Pasta's back at Olive Garden if you guys are into that.
Lit.
So went to Olive Garden, and that was nice. And then went to the thrift store, went to Burlington, Old Navy, and then just went our separate ways. Got on Fortnite, played with a coworker, and then played with my friends.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was Friday. And then on Saturday, what did I do Saturday? I did something in the morning for sure. What was it? Oh, I went to see you and had lunch with you on Saturday. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, I was like,
You're like, I
swear.
did something.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
yeah.
We
No,
went
yeah,
to
definitely.
celebrate one of our coworkers' birthday, also a little early.
Yeah.
Just had a little quick lunch with them.
Yeah, it was just, it was delicious. Thank you, Jess, again.
Oh, yeah, of course. And then after that, I went to hang out at my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to meet the birds. They have two new
I
birds.
saw you post them. They're really cute. Is
Yes.
it Bluey and
Pete.
Cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then I did my little brother's girlfriend's hair.
Mm-hmm.
A full head, super long, super thick hair.
What'd you do?
She wanted to go all blue all over.
Whoa.
So I did it.
Yeah.
It like 8-hour feet. But
you did it.
Yeah.
Hell
It
yeah.
was fun, definitely.
Came out on top. It came out so blue. She looks like your blue or darker lighter?
She wanted to go for a darker blue. I don't have an actual picture yet. My brother's job tomorrow is to take one for me. But he did send me like a little like screenshot of her story that she took. Oh, where the heck did it go? But
Okay.
yeah.
She kind of looks like that one character from that Arcane show, that Jinx.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but she wanted to go for this.
Oh, I see. I
Yes,
see.
I showed her a picture of the blue she was going for.
I'm going to look up the character so you can see.
Yeah.
That photo looks exact. I don't know if that was what she was trying to do or not.
Oh, I don't know. She always has like really cute, like animated kind of makeup.
Yeah, maybe then.
And I was
don't
like,
know if she's
super
watched
cute.
it or not. But
Yeah, I don't know. I'll
What
ask
is
my
it
brother. I don't know. You just told
Arcane.
me.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, I haven't watched it either.
Okay.
I just have seen the. Yeah, here we go. Here's her little. God damn it.
Oh, okay.
Is it too dark? I don't know. Okay, yeah.
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 But
Cool.
yeah, so that's
fun.
what I did that night. And then yesterday, I think I was just like sleeping most of the day, did some stuff around the house, and then went over to my friend's house and had a movie night, watched Apocalypto, and then I watched Rat Race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like Rat Race?
Oh, yeah. We were just
Yeah.
rewatching it, like a different vibe from like Apocalypto. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I hadn't seen it in a while, and I can't remember who, like, I feel like it's been brought up a lot, and like, I was talking to someone, I can't remember who it was, has never seen it. And I was like, oh, we gotta watch it. And then I was like, just doing that pretty late. I got home pretty late, and then went to sleep, woke up, just like did some more cleaning around the house. And then I went to my salon job because my coworkers were having a really slow day, and they're like, come hang out, get your hair washed. And I was like, I'm there. I haven't gotten a hair wash in a while. So went and did that, and then I hung out for a little bit just because my one coworker had left, so they're there by themselves for like another 2 hours. So I stayed for like an hour, just hung out and caught up because I hadn't seen her with like her being off, me being sick, me working like the week before, and then like me having vacation. She's like, I haven't seen her in like maybe a month and a half.
Yeah.
So we're just catching up a little bit, and then came home, went to the dog park with all the dogs and my sister and her boyfriend, and yeah.
Nice.
Now I'm here with you.
Nice. I love that.
Yes, yeah. So that was my weekend. A lot of fun.
Amazing.
Yes. Did you see that there was a homicide at Burning Man?
Okay, so hold on before you continue, because I
Yeah.
want you to tell me about it.
Oh, literally, that's all I know.
Oh.
So we could just go off of that. But
I do know a little bit more.
oh, okay, then.
Okay,
yeah,
so-
I literally, yeah. Okay, but you tell me whatever
Okay,
first.
yeah. So what was it? The day you saw me, I think it was, for lunch with our coworker.
Yes.
Me and that coworker were talking about how, I was saying, like, I don't know how it got up, but obviously because Burning Man's happening, we were talking about Burning
Yeah.
Man, and people feel how they feel about it. Either they hate it, they love it, or they're in between. Whatever it is, they've been, they haven't been, whatever. And he hasn't been, and I haven't been. His wife would like to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never seen the appeal. And he was like, yeah, not me either. But, and I was like, yeah, but like, would you go for like just to see how it's like? Because that's what she wants to do. And he was like, no, I really don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, it really doesn't appeal to me. It's like this super commercial thing. And I said, yeah, plus people are always dying at Burning Man. What is up with that? And he was like, well, that happens everywhere in the world. I said, yeah, but it shouldn't be happening at such a condensed area when they're supposed to be just like peace and love and like all this stuff that they're saying is happening at this place.
Yeah.
And now people are just dying. And I was like, people are getting run over. Remember last year someone got ran over? And he was like, yeah, but people get run over everywhere. I was like, but what you're not understanding is we're talking about this certain radius of space that multiple people are dying at. It's not like around the world random spots, you know. It's like this one spot. It's weird. I don't know why there's so many deaths. Yeah. And then literally like the next day I was scrolling on my Facebook and I saw the article about how this person had been found dead in a pool of blood.
Yeah, I saw that. But I just
and they don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
And they don't know who did it also, but they know it's a homicide. That's what they said. So now there's this whole square or whatever that's like a crime scene. And somebody noticed it like a few hours after his body had been there, apparently, because that's what the report said.
Yeah.
That they called at like, I don't know, 10 a.m. and that he had maybe been there since like 6 or 7 a.m. So it's like it happened pretty early. I feel like early enough for somebody to have seen something.
Yeah.
And I'd be really surprised if they don't catch this person, but also I wouldn't be shocked. But
yeah, because I mean, also like between 80,000 people.
But that's what I'm saying. 80,000 people, someone should have seen something.
But it was while the man was burning. Well, okay, so I was wondering, I was like, okay, do you think it was a planned murder? Do you think someone was really high on drugs, having a bad trip, like got really paranoid? Because like I've like seen people like really high on drugs and then like get really paranoid and think like everyone's trying to kill them.
Yeah.
Like, so was it like something where like they thought someone was following them and like they just like were too high on drugs and then just like
killed them and then
got
left?
scared because they're like, whoa, I just fucking murdered someone. They're just high on drugs and fucking dip? Or do you think it's like a calculated thing?
I don't know. I when I like heard it, I kind of thought that someone maybe got into an altercation and then it just led to someone dying and no one even knew it happened because there's so much chaos going on and loudness and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought a fight would be like something that would cause someone to get killed, and then like the person either left or just went back to festivities. So he looked, and I'm assuming it's a man, which is crazy. But like, you know, I just feel like whoever it was like then went back to the party or whatever
thing where they're like trying to identify like, and it's like man something. They like did like a mini descriptor kind of.
Yeah, like in his 30s or something.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I thought that was for the victim. I don't know.
No, like, yeah. That's why they're like, we need help with both. Yeah. Someone to identify and someone to, crazy.
So I hope he gets caught, but like, it's crazy right now. Because if not, like, and it's like, is this a one-off thing or we're going to find more dead people, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, then I like saw TikTok and they're like, well, obviously there's a murder. Statistically, there's a murder in every so many people. Like, of course there'd be one there. And I was like, huh? I guess.
That's why I don't do large crowds.
She doesn't.
I don't do them. Yikes. Yeah. So, and then anyway, when I saw that article, I sent it to our coworker because I was like, look, what the fuck?
You're like,
it was like also saying like that there was this amount of deaths and this amount of like hospitalizations within a certain amount of time, just like a couple of days. And I was like, that's insane. That's too unreal. Like, that seems like way too much. And the people, and then like me and my other coworker were talking about how their family member or something is bringing their 1-year-old or something to there, and I was like, what? And then you think about it with all those, because then they talked to me about how they used to like be taken out there and just like left with strangers basically to like, and it's like, that's nuts.
The friend you were talking to?
Yes, that's nuts to me. It's like literally you could have been the kid who got murdered instead of an adult, you know? And then it could have been like, or worse. And like, you know, and it's like, it's just so crazy to me that someone would bring someone so young out there knowing that they're not going to be of a right mind to make sure the child's going to be okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I actually know a lot of people that take their kids to Burning Man, but they're sober and stuff. And
Yeah, you would hope.
Yeah, it's like camps of older people that I know that have been going for like their life, grew up going to Burning Man with their family and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know, leaving them with strangers is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, totally unrelated, I saw that you went to our friend's food truck.
Oh, yeah. And it was after work. I finally was able to go after work and they weren't sold out. So I was like, I'm going to go. And they just
Nice.
added lengua, which is my favorite taco meat. You know that. And so I was like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to go. And they had burritos. They just added burritos. And I was like, you know, I'll get that for my partner. So I got him the burrito and I got me some lengua tacos. And I like called it up before I left, drove over there. Went to the wrong spot, then drove to the right spot.
Okay, yeah.
And then parked, and they had like they had a little table set up. So the family was eating at there already.
Okay.
I like popped into the window, and they're like, "Oh my god, Destiny!" And then like, our friend was like, "It was you on the phone," and I was like, "Yeah," because I could tell it was her, but I knew I was like, I wonder if she could tell it was me. But it's so funny. She's like, "Oh my gosh," and I was like, "Yeah." So
That's so funny.
they hooked it up. It's delicious.
But
it's
you did
really
it.
good
You
prices.
didn't want to say it was you.
No, I just
You wanted
thought
like surprise.
Yeah, like a surprise.
Okay,
I thought if she
cool.
had been like, "Oh, is this?" You know,
Yeah.
it's funny. She didn't even ask my name, and I wonder if it's because she knew it was me, and just like, you know, in the back of her mind, she didn't even think to ask. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe, or maybe I know like that. Like at first, when you start a new business, you don't think about that stuff. You just like,
Sure.
and then like after so many people, you like get the name and the number, and you're like, "Yo, your food's ready. Where you at?"
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
was cool. I showed up and then I got to chat with them a little bit and then they had it ready for me and then I got to dip out of there. But it was so nice seeing them and they have great prices, great food. It's like literally the best truck food I've like had in such a long time.
Nice.
And I wish it was closer to me because it's out in Stead. If you're out in Stead, you lucky ducks, you better go get some. They always sell out. And so get it while you can. Every fucking day that they are. They're usually Thursday to Sunday or Friday to Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't
and
been able to make it out yet.
Sundays menudo and I think they have like some specials on some days, so you have to check their menu. And they have an Instagram. What is it? It says on
The Paz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any underscores or anything, but
It might be says on underscore.
Oh, we'll post it.
But we'll definitely post it because
Yes.
it's literally the best. Yes, I had to shout them out on my little on my art Instagram so they could share.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, check them out.
heck yeah. That's so awesome. Oh, I also cut my sister's hair this weekend and my brother's hair this weekend.
Nice.
Yesterday.
Cutting everybody's hair.
Just here, you know.
It's that time of the year, I guess.
It's the sibling. Oh, I just cut my siblings' hair all the time.
Oh, okay. I was
Um,
gonna say everyone's just cutting their
It's
hair.
just easy when, you know, she sister's
Yeah.
bugger for a haircut. But while I was doing my sister's hair, we were like, or like right before we started when we were talking about it, we put on the Biggest Loser documentary.
Oh.
Yeah, so we watched that. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's just 3 episodes long.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
it on?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but pretty much just talks about how like super unhealthy that they were like burning 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day.
Well, I feel like, and they told us that in the show, I feel like, but we didn't even think anything of
and
it.
they were only eating like 800 calories, and like some of them said that like they were giving caffeine pills during the workout that you were allowed one a day. or something, and that was against
Whoa.
the doctors.
Yeah, advice.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember because I literally remember like you would be over, they would be over by a little bit or whatever, and they literally just be called fat or something, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
what? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say
ugh.
I like don't remember. I feel like I've definitely seen like a few episodes, but I feel like I never watched
I
it
feel like I
like
watched it a
to the
lot when
end.
I was younger. I don't
Okay.
know if I ever watched like fully. I was
Yeah.
definitely really young when it came out, so I can't really remember, but I
Yeah.
do remember there's like at the end of it or when they do the weigh-ins or whatever,
Yeah.
and they have them like on the scales all lined up, and then it like pops up their weight up in front of everybody, and it shows them like the progress that they've gained or
Yes.
lost, and then they literally are so mean when they gain any weight or have like not gained or lost any weight. They're like
Okay.
so fucking mean, and they like kind of they obviously shame them in front of everybody. And then if
Yeah.
it's like they lost weight, I feel like it was like good job. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
good,
definitely.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right. So like I don't know, like that's what I remember from it. And I just remember that whole time though, there's also ads for like not Jenny Craig or maybe, but like those weight loss foods and
Oh
those weight
yeah,
loss
like
like
what's
workouts and
the yeah,
supplements
for
and
sure.
all of them. The whatever, and they were like ones that were backed by the woman and man who ran Biggest
Yeah, yeah,
Loser.
Jillian Michaels, and I forgot
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
guy's
yeah,
name, but yeah.
yeah. It's like, dude, that was like diet culture was so huge. It was weird.
Yeah, well, and I feel like it kind of is again right
Yeah, I feel
now.
like every
Yeah.
trend comes back around for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
And I feel like
definitely.
it's come back around. I think, I mean, I don't know because I'm not young anymore. I feel like I don't know what the youngsters are doing, but I feel like my peers definitely a lot of them had some type of eating disorder, and I feel like it's because of all this. And I don't know if the kids nowadays are a little bit smarter than to fall for the like pressures of it, but if not, then I feel
Yeah,
like
I
we'll
was
see a
gonna
rise
say,
in that, I guess.
yeah, I was to say I feel like definitely not because I am in a group on Facebook and there's like girls all the time asking where to get like what's it called? The shot
The
Ozempic.
Ozempic and a
Like where to
Manjaro
get it
or
like under
whatever.
the table, get it for cheap, like that their
Wow.
doctors won't approve them for it and that's really expensive. So
Wow.
people are like black market
Oh,
styling
this is
they're like
horrible.
I'm like
But they're like
like
our age, I had to assume.
maybe a little bit younger because that group's like some of them aren't even like 21 yet.
Oof.
And like they're like, oh, I'm just trying to like I can't get off these like 10, 15 pounds. And so yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
so sad. I don't
Or like people want
know.
to like drop like 50 or 100 pounds like in a few months. Oh, I know, that's crazy that this one guy was like, oh yeah, I lost like 267 pounds in 6 months while he did the show, but he's a little bit over currently than what he was when he started the show. And he was like, I think he said the season 8 winner
Oh,
because and that like a lot of them have a lot of problems from like burning so many calories and eating so little, and they're like yeah, and then one of them's like yeah, it could be that, but also we were already really really overweight, so our like metabolism was probably already fucked up somewhat, but that definitely
okay.
contributed to it. But I was
Yeah.
like yeah, and then this one girl was talking about how like she literally like died for a second and got brought back, like yeah, it was like just crazy
That's
extremes that
nuts.
like, and like the guy was like, yeah, we weren't just looking for overweight happy people, we were looking for miserable people that hated their life because that's what they wanted to see. And then like I definitely don't remember watching the show because then like they were talking about how like they had the temptation challenge and like you got put into a room I guess and they had a bunch of like food and whoever could eat the most calories in 5 minutes could have like a family day, and it was kind of like
What the fuck? I don't remember that
that's what I
either.
was saying. I was like, oh, that's crazy. So I was like, interesting.
It
But
was
like,
literally a psychological experiment
yeah.
on
And like, people
TV.
were like, oh, yeah, it's either like, oh, do you have, the temptation? Like, can you withstand it? And they're like, well, this is like real life. And they're like, no, it's not. Cause when the fuck am I going to walk into a room with all this food? And yeah, I was like, interesting. But the guy that does it, he's like, yeah, I don't regret it. I saved a bunch of people's lives. Kind of thing.
Yikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, I guess. I mean, I bet there's like more people than not are really unhappy with having been on the show, but I bet there's at least one or two outliers that were like, yeah, I
no,
loved it.
yeah, I feel like some of the people were bigger again, and some people were still smaller. But
Mhm.
a lot of them said that right when they got home, they gained a lot of the weight back because they're not keeping up.
They're not
They were
being,
they were doing like 6 to 8 hours of working out a day.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like crazy. But yeah, check it out.
Yeah,
Or
that's
don't.
really
Or don't,
fucking
yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Whenever I think of stuff like that, like, I don't know. There's some people who have subjected themselves to some really crazy ridicule just to be on TV for a little bit.
Yeah.
And, like, there's that. I think we've talked about it because it's like one of those things where I think about it a lot, actually. But that Japanese TV show about the guy who is like tasked to do things, and every time he does it, he gets like some amount of money, and then at the end of the whatever time period, he can use that money to buy things for his little house. So he's nothing to start with, like in his house.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't know he's being filmed the entire time, like 24/7.
Yeah.
And he ends up like, and they put him in these crazy situations and really embarrassing things, and he doesn't even know the whole world's watching. And then at the end of it all, when he's done, literally, he's like lived there for like years. It's like a years and years long show.
Yeah.
They fucking drop the walls on his house, and he's in a studio. And he, like, all these people are looking at him. He's ass naked, and it's like the most embarrassing thing in his entire life. And they
That's
literally,
crazy. What show is this?
and he's so traumatized that they end up convincing him to do another like month or something like that, knowing now that he's being filmed like the entire time.
Oh my gosh.
And he's just like, so it's so sad. Like, it's like a really sad story. And it makes you think, like, because I know that people know that they're being filmed, right, on our American TV shows, but I don't think they know the extent of what the cameras are doing and the editing team is doing, and like how it's really portraying them as a person. I mean, we see it all the time with these like dating shows and stuff. There's always like a villain or two, and then they get literally scrutinized on the internet to no end. Like, they're the worst person in the entire world, and all it is like they got edited to say like something mean or something to one person, or think something mean. And it's like all of a sudden, like, it's because that kind of stuff you wouldn't have access to on a daily basis. Now all of a sudden it's publicized. And it's just like weird that people would agree to let them watch them. You like that, you know, but it's like some people really like it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. And it's like obviously hard to look away from stuff like that. Like, I consider Fear Factor one of those types of shows too. Like, I love it. I used to watch that shit all the time as a kid with Joe Rogan as the fucking host. But like, you go back and you watch it, and it's like really sad. Like, you have people crying because they're trying to eat bugs, and like,
dude, people do crazy stuff for money. Like
That's
Race.
fucked up.
Like Rat Race.
Exactly. It's fucked up, dude.
I know, I didn't seen it like in a hot minute, and then I forgot at the end they go to like, they accidentally like give away the $2 million. And I was like, oh, and I was like, how did I forget this happened? I was like, I think I like Tunnel Vision on Smash Mouth all the time.
Sure, yeah.
And then, it was like funny how they're like stealing cars. And then I forgot that like the one family like takes Hitler's car, and they're like driving around with like the Nazi flag on the car. And like, it was just so funny.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was a good movie, guys. If you haven't seen it, you should.
I definitely got to do a rewatch soon.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Would you?
Is
there any is there any TV shows that are on currently or have been in the past that are like in that realm of like reality TV in that way, like competition, kind of competing, like Big Brother, Big Sister, that kind of stuff? Was it like The Race, The Amazing Race, or whatever?
I've
stuff like that?
I've never seen that. Yeah, no.
You would never do any of this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Sometimes I always think about like the ones where like they're like, oh yeah, like come like sleep in this room, you have to stay here for like a month, but everyone watches you all the time, and they're like, the bathroom's private, the showers, whatever, could you do it? And I'm like, maybe. Dude,
I don't know, because you know what, I'd be hiding in the bathroom in the shower all the time. I would not let them see me.
You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I have IBS, I didn't tell you.
Ooh, my stomach was just hurting all about it. Just eat hot Cheetos in front of them and then go to the bathroom the whole time. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I just feel like I there's something I can't. I'm just too. I think the anxiety of knowing that I'm being watched, even
Yeah.
if like I know that they can't see me in those private moments,
Yeah.
that's still private to me. Like
Yeah,
me sitting
yeah,
on my
for
couch
sure.
is still private. So I feel like I feel uncomfortable because I'd be like, I'd wipe
Yeah.
my nose and be like, oh, is there a booger or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, just thinking someone's always
yeah,
watching you.
overly
Yeah.
conscious because it's like,
Yeah.
what are they gonna show?
Yeah, you just
everyone?
gotta not care because I don't they don't
can't.
record you in those things so people can just like watch you whenever.
Well, like, what if like you wanted to like burp or something or
Well, you
fart
just
and then
I mean, no, you're in a thing. You're like sealed off.
yeah,
like,
but they're watching you.
how are they're not gonna see the air leave your ass.
What if they hear it?
Well,
Or they have no
people
audio
fart.
or what?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never looked into it that much, but yeah. Or sometimes as a joke, I always think of like The Office. I'm like, they should make a fucking like one about our job.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd love to
That'd
see the
be
drama. That's what I'm
hilarious.
saying.
Oh, that would be hilarious. They should let us do something like that.
The camera people, like, me and you breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, we're like we knew something already. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poof. They should do that. I feel like there's a lot of places they could do that at. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Definitely.
They are. Did it come out already, the reboot, or no?
No, not yet.
Okay. But they are doing it again, right? Is it another paper company?
Yes, another paper company,
Okay.
another team and stuff.
Yeah,
but
I know it's like other than there's like maybe a couple
I saw like
people
a
repeating.
preview with like Oscar in it or something.
Oh yeah, he's in it. That's right.
yeah.
And he's like, "Oh God, not you guys" or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so I wonder if it'll be good.
Yeah, I feel like obviously if you always compare it to the old one, it's not going to be as good because it's
Yeah.
just like the old one's so perfect. But like,
Oh yeah.
I feel like I hope.
Yeah, I think it's
decent.
gonna be. It's supposed to be like what, a spin-off, right? A separate entity because
think
it's
so.
not at
Thunder Mifflin. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so. I don't know though. I don't really know much about it, I guess. But I know that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is coming out soon.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
I'm so excited for that. Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro got a 15-minute standing ovation after it aired in France. So I'm really excited for it. I love Guillermo del Toro. He's one of my favorites. And I think Frankenstein's a really cool concept. Thank you,
Nice.
Shelley. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I feel like I've been not disappointed with movies lately, but I feel like I've been...
Oh yeah, how was the movie that you went to go see with friend of the pod, Virginia?
Oh, Honey Don't. I watched
Should I watch it or should I honey don't?
Honey Don't.
Really?
Honey Don't. Let me
Okay.
just say that. Honey Don't. It was okay, I guess. I would wait for it to come out, and I kind of like. Well, I wish I would have. I would even go watch the Conjuring movie over this movie.
Okay.
And I'm not a particular fan of the Conjuring. I
Yes,
guess like
know.
I had
Yeah.
to explain that for people who love Conjuring because if they hear me say that, they'll be like, "Duh," you know. But
Yeah.
so, but it was how do you say? It was bizarre. It was at first I had a lot of hope still. I was like, "Oh my god, this movie seems like really cute. I love the way it's filmed." It's like some shots were filmed differently than other shots. I found that interesting. The story I thought was going to be good and then it just kind of wasn't. The story was just kind of like not even a story. It was kind of just like, here's a bunch of stuff that's happening and then
Yeah.
we're going to end the movie now. And it was like, okay, I guess. Like I found like some reasons for just some things that happened in the movie were just so unnecessary or like didn't add to the point at all. And it was kind of interesting that we spent so much time discovering things about these things that had nothing to do with anything at all. And I'm trying not to say anything to spoil the movie, so that's why it sounds
Okay.
like a bunch of gibberish. But
Yeah.
if you watch the movie, you'll know what I mean. Other than that, I mean, Aubrey Plaza is in it, and there is
Like your partner
Hot-
said, them banging.
hot Aubrey Plaza with, and it's crazy. I don't know if her nipples are pierced or not, but in the movie, there's like breasts that have pierced nipples, and we were trying to figure out if they looked real or not because the balls on the end, the way that they were. So if you ever go watch the movie, you let me know if you think they're
Yeah.
pierced. But
Or
I
is
just
she wearing that Kim Kardashian bra, the one that
right.
has,
No,
yeah,
it was like it was just out. It was just
Yeah.
out. But she's a great actress in it or whatever, but then it was just like, it was so weird. I don't know. You'd
Yeah.
have to watch it. It was just like kind of
Okay.
like, why'd you do that? Like, what
Yeah.
was the point? But yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope Aubrey Plaza's doing well.
Yeah, we were talking about that because she's been on a couple podcasts lately. Or she was on that podcast with the what's her name? Amy Poehler or whatever from Parks and Rec, right? That's her? The blonde lady?
I haven't seen it, but I think that's her name.
Yeah. Because obviously they worked together during that time and whatever, and they're really close. And she had asked her about how she's dealing with death or whatever. I don't know if you've seen the video, but she was talking about it being like this thing from this movie. I forgot where there's like this hole in the ground and there's a bunch of monsters in it or whatever, and they like could climb out or whatever, and like you could like look down there, and she talks about how like you always like it's there no matter what, and you can feel it there, and like sometimes you just want to like jump into it or like just be like holy, like it's right there, you know, but then a lot of times you just have to be like ignoring it or whatever. And I don't know, she's saying stuff like that. I don't know. She seems to be doing like obviously grief stuff, but I'm sure it still hurts. I don't know how long, like, I don't know if you ever really get over something like that.
Yeah.
It's because it's one of those things that doesn't even have an answer, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Sad.
Yeah.
And I was like on TikTok, and this girl was like, did I tell you about it? Or I can't remember, but she was like, how I know when I'm ready for another dog, because mine just died. And then I was like commenting on it, and I was like, you're just gonna know. And then I was like thinking about King, and then I started crying. I was like, I was like, my little boy.
I just saw a little artist panel that was like a girl giving away her dog bed and like some dog items to her friend with dogs, and she's like, hey, I thought you'd need these, and she's like, oh, thanks. And then she's like, yeah. And then she was like, sometimes I try not to think about you, and then I find your hairs in the cracks and its faces. And she's like, and it reminds me of the thing I lost. And it was like, and she like it picks up the hair and it looks like a little dog, like a little.
Oh, how cute!
I was like, yeah, that's crazy. I can't imagine. Grief is really crazy.
Yeah,
and I feel like grief is one of those things that it's hard to talk about because everyone deals with it so differently.
Yeah,
and every situation is so different. So weird. The brain is so weird.
It's weird. I was like thinking, it's like, imagine if King was still here, he'd be 2 years older than like, and I was like, dang, 2017 was so long ago now.
Yeah.
And he's been gone for so long. And I always think like, oh, imagine like Simba and me would have like a big brother, and like how would they all get along? And I was like, how cute. But then who knows? I would have never even had a Simba and a Moon.
That's what I was, like, it is kind of weird to think about. I remember those days, and I remember like the day, and it was like weird. Like, things are so weird when things like when people our pets or our loved ones die. It's like so weird, like how time feels or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like crazy, and then like everything's just like happening around you, and you're like, you're like, oh, like,
I feel like especially if you're like the main, like I guess in this situation, like you're his parent, you know what I mean? So it's like for you especially, I feel like, because at some point we're all gonna leave this, and then you're gonna be carrying home the stuff, you know what I mean? And like that's like, I think the weirdest part about grief and like dealing with death is like it does kind of fall on one or two people sometimes, or you know, really heavy more than anyone else, and like what can you do? Yeah
post a little picture of King.
A
little cute pie. I was looking for a picture of him to post to that girl. I was like, this is my little guy, my little furry baby. And my mom's so cute. Every time she comes in, she goes and she's like, says hi to him. And I'm like, oh,
that's sweet.
I know. My mom is the sweetest. Dang. I got a little sad. Got a little sad.
Sorry, yeah.
No,
I
no,
did
no. It's
get a
okay. We
little
like,
sad.
thanks, Aubrey Plaza. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Oh.
Yeah.
You got any plans for the week coming up?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna be doing school.
Yeah.
and
So is it like a work at your own pace type of class, or
kind of. It's like uploaded. They have due dates, so it's like do it whenever you want, but do it by this date.
okay.
You know?
Okay. So is it like pre-recorded lectures and stuff with the teachers, or like do you ever like do face-to-face with your teachers?
So far, no face to face.
Okay.
I don't think that's like not a possibility, but I think it's more likely that they would just upload a lecture.
Okay.
But they haven't uploaded any lectures either so far. It's just text work.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty chill.
Very cool. School is cool.
Learning things is cool.
Yeah, always.
Always.
Okay, so I saw this, like, I've been seeing these TikToks. I don't know if they're true or not, and I really hope they are, but I don't know if it is. Could be fake news, but quote unquote, one last ride, world tour announced. Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, and Rihanna.
Wow.
So if it's real, that's gonna be really lit.
Tickets are probably going to be
I was
so
literally,
expensive.
I know, and I was like, that'd be really cool to like see them all, because I literally haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
So that'd be pretty sick. So I was like, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, fake news. Is this real? Is this AI?
Except for that one time Rihanna played at my birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, dude. I can't believe I didn't know who it was. It was so dark in there. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I thought it was a Rihanna impersonator.
Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that I could think it could maybe be, maybe-ish, maybe is because all these people are either not really making music now or have been in some type of controversy recently or
Yeah.
haven't made music for a really long time
Yeah.
and maybe need money. So that's the only
Yeah.
thing I could see like this being more than
Yeah.
like,
feel
because I
like-
could see them being kind of like, I mean, I would hope not, but
Yeah.
I could see like in this day and age,
Yeah.
artists just being like fucking going out there and just playing tracks and like
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really
yeah.
performing.
I was to say, I feel like I really hope that none of those people don't make enough in royalties and stuff.
You don't
They
know.
just make so much stuff.
Yeah, you don't know.
Especially, well, you know, the like stuff with like everyone's anti Snoop right now because
Yeah,
of
because
the
all his anti-LGBTQ stuff. Yeah,
yeah. But I was like, he'd be doing the side quest the most. He'd be doing
he does so much.
everything,
Yeah.
So I was like,
He's a partner in
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
gonna say Rihanna too. She is too.
yeah,
But like, who else was there? 50 Cent.
50 Cent,
And like
Eminem.
he hasn't been relevant in
Yeah.
so long, and all he does is talk shit on the internet. People don't like him because his controversial takes also.
Yeah,
And then like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, and maybe Eminem, like, I don't know, he's kind of the outlier because I don't really know. I feel like he has come out with music and not too long ago. And
yeah.
like,
He just had like an
he
album.
is
Was it last
still-
year or 2
or
years
something
ago
like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's still technically relevant. Like, I feel like even
Yeah.
young kids still really like him.
Yeah.
So he's kind of the outlier for me, but everyone
He's
else
like the
there
reason
is
everyone
kinda
else is going.
our peers, or he's like doing them a favor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like, I guess, guys.
and I don't even like his stuff, like new stuff, but like, you know
I
what
haven't
mean?
even listened to any of it, but yeah, I do love his old stuff.
Yeah, it's like his old stuff was what I like Eminem for, but
Yeah.
like his stuff, like the newest stuff that I did listen to was like the stuff around the MGK stuff,
Oh yeah,
and I
like,
didn't like any of it, so I was just kind
Disrespect,
of like,
yeah.
all right, whatever. I just kind of was like, whatever. This is all kind of lame to me, and I don't really care for MGK either.
Yeah.
So it's all whatever.
I was gonna say also yesterday when I was doing my sister's hair, we were watching Rotten Mango's the one you don't really care for, right? The podcast, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But it was her because my sister's like, oh yeah, there's a podcast that interviews a guy who killed his rapist.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, okay, so we watch it, and then like it starts, and I was like, this girl, I was like, what is this guy? She's like Rotten Mango. I was like, oh yeah, I was like, this is not like her podcast. And then she's like, she just talks really slow, and like it was like an hour or something, and she's like, this is part one of part two. I was like, oh my god, it's not done. And then I was like, yeah, that's why I was like, that's why Dust doesn't really like her. Just like she talks kind of slow, and then,
I thought she
like,
talked fast. I thought she was
and
like,
this one, oh,
you
maybe she was
know.
really excited on that one. I guess
I don't know.
this one she's like very slow, and then she would always ask like leading questions, like a yes or a no for the guy.
Well,
and then-
I guess the thing is, the difference is I never listened to an interview.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
she's
that's
done.
what-
I've
that's
only
what I was-
watched her like retelling of
yeah,
stuff,
of
so.
whatever. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm not
maybe with
sure.
the retelling, she's just like really fast because she's repeating information
Yeah.
instead of learning
Yes.
information. But also, it's her breaths that she does. It's too loud in my ears.
Yeah,
Just,
and then
there's too much.
the guy's like talking about like the guy touching him with his meaty sausage fingers, and like she has this like fucking like spooky music
Stop.
in the background, and like I was like, dude, why is she doing that? Like, this is
What?
a serious interview.
Yes,
And like I know it was like to set like the ambience, like,
but I think
ooh,
it's
like,
already
scary.
a fucked up situation.
Yeah, I was like, you don't
enough.
need to put music over this.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it was like interesting. So it was okay. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was okay. It was
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But yeah, there's like some guy. I don't even remember the guy's name, but basically goes and murders this guy who like molested him when he was little, and I guess he like runs into him later, and he's with the little kid, and then like so it's just like a
Yeah.
type of thing. But yeah, I don't even. I was like, that's how like uncaptivating it was that I don't even recall
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I get that. I get that.
So yeah. But you said
There's
that's
just one video of.
that's the girl that used to date the one guy from the podcast you like, right? Or am I wrong?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know her. Other than her podcast, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, no, then I'm
People
confusing her.
dating.
Who's the one that dated Bobby Lee?
Oh, Kalila.
That has a different podcast.
Yeah,
too?
it's called
Okay.
Trash Tuesdays.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like
Trash
that one.
Tuesdays.
Okay.
No,
shouldn't remember.
I sometimes like Trash
Okay,
Tuesday.
okay.
Sometimes I feel like I just kind of feel like they're not. I don't know. It's whatever. That's how I feel like it's
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just feel like in my such limited time of being able to listen to things, I hate when I listen to a full podcast and it's so whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, dang,
Yeah.
I could have been using that time for a different podcast.
Yeah, for sure. That's why, like, guys, if you want to make a podcast, go ahead and do it. Someone's gonna listen to all your episodes.
Yeah, definitely. Or someone will listen to them fully eventually. At some point, they'll be like, "Oh, this is a really good one."
Yeah.
They'll listen all the way.
Yeah. Because, like, definitely, I was like, in my years of listening to podcasts, there's definitely like episodes that my favorite podcasts do, and I'm just like, damn. But I love you guys, so I'm gonna listen to it all.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I feel like my favorite podcasts so far have not disappointed me in that way, except like there has been like one episode where I was like, "Ugh, like what the hell am I listening
Yeah,
to?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
holy crap, this is so different from like the rest. It's
Yeah.
like so like not what I signed up for, or like it's not showing me the best side of them that I wanted,
Yeah.
or whatever it was. Like, obviously, it's just not meeting my expectations, but it's still like, dang, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But you're
That's why
right.
it's
Like, when it's your
one or
favorite,
two,
you're like,
and then
fuck
or
it.
like when you find out you guys don't agree on something.
Oh, sure. Okay. Like when I was listening to Armchair Expert literally all the time and catching up on all the backlog and everything, like literally listen to them all the time. And then there was the newer episodes that were coming out and they were talking about Taylor Swift over and over and
Yeah.
all the time. I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. And I
Yes.
stopped listening because it was just like all the time. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's just one of those things I just can't. You're so annoying. Like if it had just stopped at some point, I would have kept listening, but it was hard.
Yeah. But
That's how it be, man.
yeah.
That's how it be. Not everybody has like, you know, same taste or whatever.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's why
what
there's
makes us
always
diverse.
that's why there's always space to create and everything,
Mm-hmm.
because someone will like it.
Yes.
Do you want to get into the word of the day?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Carp.
The fish?
To carp is to complain in an annoying way. They're always carping about their boss.
Carping. How's that spelled?
CARP.
Like the fish, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Dang.
Nice. Yeah, something new every day.
Yeah. Crazy.
Carp.
Carp. Then I have to listen to that bitch carp all day.
That's low-key goes hard.
I know.
That low-key
literally,
goes hard.
Literally, it's gonna be on like someone's gonna be like, "Oh, what's that new slang?" I'll be like, "Bruh, this is dictionary.
Yeah,
this is dictionary.
right.
Yeah."
Check it.
Let me tab over to slang. In number one, we have cooked, having achieved a state of failure, being doomed. Number two is side quest, an activity that is secondary to one's main endeavor. Number three, merc, to kill, defeat, dominate, etc. Number four, ops, opposition or opponents. And number five, we have plot armor, the overly convenient invulnerability of a fictional character. So plot armor is finally starting to phase out.
Okay.
Side quest is new, and then cooked is still number one. Merc and ops all moved down too. So I wonder what next week will look like.
Yeah, come back and find out.
Come back and find out. And then I want to get into some gratitude. Do you want to kick it off for us?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm grateful to have days off that I can spend with family and friends. For the holidays, even though I feel like I don't really celebrate the holiday, it's the gathering that I'm celebrating.
Yeah.
I really appreciate being able to have that time and have family so close by and friends so close by that we can spend time together.
Definitely.
I'm grateful for the opportunity to seek higher education. I'm grateful
Yes.
for my little pets. I'm grateful for your pets. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for all my friends and family. And I feel like obviously I could say none of this, but you might as well say it if you're going to say it. And I also feel like I'm grateful for my car, obviously, and having a roof over my head and having food in my belly. I'm grateful for music. I've been so driven by music lately.
Nice.
Definitely on my folk grind. I'm just grateful for, I guess, peace of mind too. I'm grateful that like I have curated a space for myself in my home and in my life that I don't allow people who like are in my opinion negative, or I feel negative towards me or anybody that I care about. I don't allow those types of people in, so I'm really grateful for my barriers on that. And yeah, just grateful that like my life is where it's at right now. What about you, Jess?
Nice. I love that. I'm very grateful for my friends and family. Grateful for being able to connect with people and people growing. I feel like a very like cool thing that's trending besides sobriety would be like accountability. I feel like a lot of people are like getting into therapy,
Right.
finally like reflecting on themselves like, hey, maybe I'm the problem, or hey, maybe I had something to do with that.
Right.
Really grateful for therapy. Really grateful for, dude, I swear, nature like outside has been looking so good. Like literally the sky, the sunset, the sunrise, the trees, like everything's just looking so sexy. And I'm like, wow. I'm like super HD and I'm like, dude, the earth is so beautiful. Just
It
so
really
precious.
is.
Like grateful to be able to like have this scenery. You
Yeah.
know?
I don't want to. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go
but
ahead. Go ahead.
I was talking to a family member about the mountain views that we were looking at today.
Yeah.
Around on the lake and stuff, and I was like, yeah, we are really lucky to like. I feel like in this day and age where everybody strives for modernization and like city life,
Yes.
it's so nice to be able to look around and just have an area that's still untouched by
Yes.
man in their homes.
Yes.
And it's just, it's so nice. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. It makes me super sad like that, like as I've grown up here, you see more and more buildings, more and
Right.
more apartments, more and more houses, and I'm like, guys, we don't need them. All
Yeah.
of these ones are still empty. Like,
yeah.
but
Lots of vacancies.
yes, grateful for being alive and grateful for the little things. Just the little things. People like the details of life that people
Yeah.
don't ever really consider. It's like those are the things that like really, I don't know. It's like sometimes someone will tell me something about myself or like, just like a little detail or like they'll get me something that they're like, oh yeah, like I know you like this or like it's just like that little stuff and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you're like, okay, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
and I've been trying really, really to be mindful of, I do this thing where people talk to me and like trust me, I'm listening to you, I hear you, like I'm there in the conversation with you, but like I feel like sometimes it just like goes in one ear and out the other. Like I hear you and I'm with you and like I'll hold the space for you and stuff, but then like sometimes like when it comes to recalling, I'm like, oh fuck, like what did we talk about? Like unless it's like really really important stuff, but I feel like in my mind I kind of filter out like day-to-day stuff people tell me.
So are you talking about in the moment or are you talking about
after
the whole
after
day? Okay.
like just like after in general, like sometimes people be like, oh yeah, like remember I told you this, and I'm like, no, but
well,
it's like
you already
something
know
so
I have horrible
something
memory,
so little. But then like I notice a lot of people will like remember a lot of stuff I've told them, like little things, and I'm like, oh. So I'm trying to be more mindful of like what people tell me, because like sometimes people be like, oh yeah, what do they do for their job, what do they do, and I'm like, do they, I know but I don't remember.
Right, sure.
Like little stuff like that.
Sure.
Trying to maybe like build more of a character profile on my friends to have like a little log when people ask me stuff about them. I'm like, oh yeah, like obviously like
Right.
you and my other super close friends I know, but I'm like, just like I guess sometimes people surprise me with how much they do actually pay attention and like take
Yeah.
information in and stuff, and I'm like, oh okay,
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
yeah.
No, yeah, definitely.
So yeah, definitely grateful for the
Great
little
goal.
things. Yeah. And grateful for my mom and my dad and my siblings. Just love them all.
Yeah.
But speaking of goals, I was like literally thinking, like I think last week I was like, dude, we haven't done a goal check-in. And like I think since April.
Okay.
Maybe May. So I know we don't have like too many goals, so this shouldn't take long. But here's an update on mine. I've not read any more physical books. I have been sleeping more though.
Hell yeah.
Posting for the pod. You guys follow us. You know how that's going.
That goes without saying, all right?
So like, cause the last post we did was like for the Liam episode, which cool. But then before that, I was kind of like backtracking to like try to like catch up on the post, and I was like, dang, like 20 episodes 20 weeks ago is so far back.
Yeah, it really is.
But I'm gonna try to, I think my method is gonna be like posting current and then maybe like every week maybe going back one episode. That way I can like kind of like throw back whatever, right?
Sure.
Just an idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
But then like, yeah, because I was like, damn, I was like, I have to like figure out what we were gonna post.
Right.
Because I was like, I started an episode and I was like, dang, when do we start talking about what we're gonna post? So I'm like, I don't want to like skim past it and miss it or something. So yeah, if I do it, it's gonna be very like mindful and intentional. And if I don't, well,
Yeah.
But yeah, what about your goals? You have read more, spend more time outside, and then make new stickers, but I guess we'll just call that like art. Yeah.
Well, I've definitely made some art.
Yes.
I thought I threw away all my paint, so I've been like not painting anything because I was
But
like,
you found it?
Dude, I found so much paint. I was like, why was this gone? Like, I don't know where it went. Yeah, so I found that, so I'll probably be making more. So I feel like I said, music's been like really pushing me and I feel like even in an artistic way, it's like been helping me make art and stuff. So art is I would say it's kind of, not really like a lot, but I'm doing something. No, I've not read a lot. I have not really read. I read like maybe a page if I can.
Yeah.
Remember to, because and it's so annoying because I'll see the book and I'll have nothing to do and I'll be like, it's time to read. I can do it. And then I'll be like, but I want to go do something else, and I'll go do
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else instead. But I have been spending so much time outside.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
I really quick, I did listen to an audiobook. I listened to Allison Stoner's little autobiography. She's the one from Zach and Cody, Step Up,
Oh,
Missy Elliott.
I used to think she was Eminem's daughter.
That's so cute.
I used to think she was
Yeah, that's
Eminem's
so
daughter.
cute.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
yeah.
I listened
heard
to
some stuff
that.
about that
Yeah,
book,
it's I enjoyed it. I
Okay.
also really enjoyed the Jeanette McCurdy one.
I was gonna say she's coming out with another book.
Oh, nice.
It's a fiction book. I
Okay, that's
think.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but very kind of like similar vibes, like growing up as a child and like facing eating disorders,
Yeah.
weight, all that stuff. So very interesting.
Not having money.
Read, listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. I was like, I binged it. I like started it one day and then like I think it's
How long is it?
audiobook wise, it's like a 10-hour listen.
Okay.
So
That's pretty decent.
yeah. So I just like went through it and I was like, yeah, it's very captivating. I didn't want to like pull away from
Yeah.
it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So that's my rec. You got any recs for the week?
For books or
Anything.
music? Yeah, I'm still recommending Jesse Wells. I'm recommending The Poor by Jesse Wells. It's a song. And War Isn't Murder by Jesse Wells as well. So definitely that. The Longest Walk is coming out in theaters not too long from now. So I also recommend the book because it is really, really good. I'm hoping the movie will be good because they have a lot to work with. It seems really good. So definitely recommend that. And then I recommend watching The Wild Robot if you haven't.
Okay, I haven't. Throw it
It's
on
so
my
good.
list.
It made me cry.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
that's it though for me. So what about you?
Yeah. Okay. So the book is called Semi Well Adjusted Despite Literally Everything. Music wise, let's see. Fuck It Up by Disco Lines.
Oh, yeah.
Side piece and Mike Sherm. Just like a little
Mike Sherm.
Just a little bop. So yeah. That one's been cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so I guess with that being said, have a great day, great evening, and good night.
Bye.
Bye.